My dear juniors, a very good evening to one and all. I am Nymisha and I have graduated from Angru Agriculture College, Bapatla. And as you all know, I have secured All India Rank 1 in the subject group of Physical Sciences in this year in ICAR PG 2021 examination. And now I would like to share the key strategies for preparation of this JRF examination, syllabus covered and all. So let's start the presentation. Actually, in the B.Sc AG, different students will go to different streams after the B.Sc AG. Some may choose MBA, some may choose competitive examinations like civils or bank preparations. And there is one stream of students who choose this JRF examination. And in that, the key role in the starting your preparation is choosing your own subject group. This plays a major role in your future also. And after deciding the subject group, you have to know about the syllabus first, because it shows the way to your goal, like how to achieve your rank and all. And you have to select the reference book wisely in order to cover that syllabus of your subject group, followed by the preparation with the proper aim. Without proper aim, you can't continue your preparation in a long run, because anything has to end in a good way. So we have to choose a proper aim for our preparation. And coming to subject group selection, before selecting a subject group, think wisely and ask yourself why I am choosing this subject. Because I have seen many of my friends, what they will do is they will select the subject just because their friends are there in the subject. But don't do such foolish things, because you have to face this subject in the future. So ask yourself and ask your heart once why I am taking this subject like that. If you get the answer, then proceed for the preparation. And coming to our subject group, our own subject group, Physical Sciences, it comprises of 5 sub-subjects. Actually, it is under Code 3 in AIA PG examination. And the major part is covered under the soil science and agriculture chemistry only. And these 4 sub-subjects comprises of minor parts in the examination. They are agrometeorology, agriculture physics, agriculture chemicals, and environmental science. Coming to the seat matrix, just see the seat matrix before you start your preparation, because the number of JRF seats, this ICAR PG scholarship refers to JRF seats here. This number of JRF seats vary from subject group to subject group, and our physical sciences consist of these number of JRF seats, out of which 22 are in soil science and agriculture chemistry, and rest all are these 5 or 6 are for remaining sub-subjects. So once see the seat matrix for any regarding any major subject, once see the seat matrix before your preparation, then you can set your aim for my rank should be in top 10, top 20, like that. One thing I would like to mention is the only main difference between this JRF and non-JRF seat is the scholarship. In JRF seat, if you get the JRF seat, you will get 12,640 rupees per month as a scholarship. And for NTS, you will get around 5,000 rupees per month. That's the main difference. And coming to the syllabus, after selecting the subject group, this syllabus plays a key role, as I said before, to achieve your goal. Get the latest syllabus from the ICAR website, and also ICAR guested notification will come every year. In that you can see the syllabus, and this syllabus acts like your friend in the preparation. What we can do is just take a printout of the syllabus, and whenever you complete a topic, just strike off that topic in the syllabus, so that you know how many topics you have completed and how many you have to complete. Or the best thing you can do is you can stick this syllabus to your walls in the hostel room and all, and stick to the syllabus because it has a meaning. So read the syllabus thoroughly and understand each and every content given in it, because NTA in new pattern, it won't leave any of the content given in the syllabus. Read the syllabus carefully. And coming to Physical Sciences syllabus, this is the syllabus for our year 2020-21. This comprises of total 4 units. In that, unit 1 is majorly general agriculture. I will come it in later slide. And from Unit 2, we have the soil science portion. This Unit 2 comprises of mostly analytical parts, volumetric and gravimetric analysis, spectrophotometry. These all will come under analytical part. What I can suggest is first complete the 3-4 units and then go for second unit, because these 3-4 units has major portion covered under our soil science. See here, soil as a medium for plant growth and all. In the first unit itself, you are covering this pedology. Soil, air, water means soil physics and problematic soil fertility. After completing these 3-4 units, then only go for second unit. And regarding Unit 1 General Agriculture, you have to read every day. Don't neglect the General Agriculture because it is the rank deciding factor for you. And in the Unit 2, you also need to cover the solubility product, elementary concept, periodic table. These are all under NCERT 11-12, or our intermediate textbooks are also enough. I have followed our intermediate textbooks. And while reading, don't just mug up the things see, in the silicate clay minerals, we used to get kaolinite, illite, montmorillonite. Besides reading the properties, just remember the structures too, because if the properties come as a bit, anyone can answer. But in the structure itself, they are asking questions like how many basal OH groups will be there, or what is the ratio of OH to hydrogen. In that cases, only who remember the structures only can attempt that question. With each and every concept given here. And regarding fertility and fertilizers, be thorough with the functions of plant growth, plant nutrients and deficiencies in them. This is essential for every subject group, not only ours. And regarding criteria of essentiality, can anyone say who has given the criteria of essentiality? Hello? Hello, sir. Okay, actually, this criteria of essentiality, it was given by Arnon and Stout. We all will read it, but try to remember the year of contribution too. Because for important scientists, we have to remember this year of contribution too, like Arnon and Stout. And also in soil taxonomy, we will get the comprehensive system is given in which year, like this. And regarding fertilizer nutrient contents, don't by heart the nutrient contents in fertilizers, because for complex fertilizers like EDTA and all, you have to definitely by heart. But for simple ones like urea, ammonium nitrate and all, try to calculate the things. It will be beneficial in your examination, because there will be lot of confusion among options when you try to mug up the things. And soil and water pollution, every year one bit is coming from this one. Soil and water pollution, you have better covered in both ISSS and ICAR. In both the books, it was very nice. And coming to problematic point of view, problems will come from this milli-equivalent concept more, and also radioisotopes. On half-life of reaction, one problem will come. And these novel concepts like remote sensing, GIS and GPS, try to procure more material, what others can't cover, because statement type questions will be there from the novel technologies like nanotechnology, remote sensing, GIS and GPS. I have followed Swayam NPTEL courses for that. You follow what you can set, because there is no limit for such novel technology. Try to learn as much as you can. Be a good learner in this aspect. And coming to preferences in preparation, students used to give the more preference to soil science and agriculture chemistry at first in this physical sciences, followed by general agriculture and last basic chemistry. Why I have kept this basic chemistry at last means there is no guarantee like these many bits will come this year from the basic chemistry. Even if it comes, only 1 or 2 will come from that portion, but major one is soil science and agriculture chemistry. Without preparing this one, don't go for basic chemistry from examination point of view. And these are the basic books one must refer when we are taking the physical sciences. When you are starting your preparation lately, just go for Introductory Soil Science by D.K. Das sir, and also for the soil science. And for general agriculture, once refer Nymisha. Even if you have time after covering these 2 books also, then go for agrometeorology and ecology and also basic chemical calculations. I think many are from intermediate, so you can just once refer the calculations from your intermediate textbooks or NCRTs. That is enough. And coming to book list for soil science, agriculture, chemistry, these 3 books, Soil Science by ISSS, Textbook of Soil Science by Biswas and Mukherjee, and Fundamentals of Soil Science by D.K. These 3 are must read for the good rank. And even if you have doubt in some concepts like soil water or diffuse double layer theory in soil chemistry, then you can go for specialized textbooks for each topic, like for pedology, textbook for pedology by Sehgal, for physics it is by A.K. Saha, like this. Regarding soil chemistry, this Kimhestan book is very useful for I have referred it for diffuse double layer concept and all. So try to read the books in a wise way. Even if we read all, if we can't get the subject, means it is of no use. Try to clear the concept in every book you read. And regarding soil science, you can also have additional readings like research purpose. I won't suggest you now because there won't be enough time for that. First, be thorough with your textbooks, and treatise also plays a key role in the preparation. And check ICAR website regularly because new schemes and also new policies will come. That may also be asked in the examination from current affairs point of view. And regarding, I said before, regarding trending topics like remote sensing, GIS, GPS, and also carbon trading. This is a very good concept that I have learned in these recent times. This came after the Kyoto Protocol. Carbon trading, once refer that one, it is very nice topic. And regarding books and others, regarding soil science and also some genetics and plant breeding and also some other streams like agronomy. From that also you read the important book and author names. And analysis part of soil, water and plant and menus, this is not necessary actually, but if you have completed all the textbooks, then once check the analysis parts of some major nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. You can refer HLS standard book for this. And for sub-subjects regarding agrometeorology and agriculture chemicals, our UG course materials are more than enough. In our university, I have done one elective course on agriculture chemicals, that is ELCT 334. That has helped me a lot in this examination because in our year, 4 bits came from agriculture chemicals in total. And if you have completed the UG course materials, then read textbook of agronomy by S.R. Reddy or Reddy and Reddy for agrometeorology. And for agriculture chemicals, no proper textbook is there. So you procure the sources from internet itself and read as much as you can. And regarding environmental science, if you don't have these NCRT textbooks, read the Fundamentals of Agriculture by Arun Karthikeyan Volume 2. In that, first 2 units comprise of ecology portion. That is enough for us. And regarding agriculture physics, it will be major covered under our soil science textbooks only. Even if you have doubt, then you go for A.K. Saha textbook also. And objective books. These objective books help us to practice our subject. Just don't rely on them. Just when you get bored or when you are feeling any kind of monotony in reading textbooks, then go for objectives. The key objective book I can suggest you is The Glimpses of Soil Science by Dr. Eaton Satyanarayana sir. It is very useful, and followed by Soil Science Objective by G.R. Mahajan. If you have completed these 1 and 3, then go for Objective Soil Science by T. Ramesh or any other objective book. I have followed these books in my preparation 1, 2 and 3. And also Agri-Wizard in the soil science portion I have covered. Besides this, nowadays we have internet and good internet facilities, and we can also do the bits from Telegram channels, and also Google Docs, some mock tests will be carrying on nowadays. So we can also follow that. And for quick revision in case of less time we have, you can go for soil science treatise and also your own notes which you have prepared during the examination. And The key steps involved in this preparation include, first one is the preparation of your own notes. When you started writing your own notes, this makes the first step of your JRF preparation. There used to be one of my friend in my UG. She used to write a small inspiring quote at the front of every note she prepared. What she believes is no one motivates us, only we have to motivate ourselves. Just try that once, you will also get self-motivated. And regarding notes preparation, you select one topic and then read that particular topic from the 3 basic books we have. And then in the 4th time, you prepare your own notes. And that notes also should be very concise, not difficult phrases should be used. And also it should be very short and clear. Then only you can repeat it in more number of times and you will like to revise. And when you are preparing notes, don't just write bullet-like points and all. It creates monotony in your notes. So when you are reading a paragraph and it looks like a step-wise procedure, then make it into a flow chart. And when you are revising the things, it will be printed in your mind like a virtual image. And if a paragraph, it seems like a description of any component, then try to convert it into figures. Then it will give a clear understanding to you whenever you are carrying out your revision. And the second one is the study of your notes. Without proper study, how many notes you have prepared also, it will be no use. You have to revise it more number of times, even if your notes or your textbook. Better start with the toughest chapter you don't like, because at last we will be vexed up with all the syllabus and we may lose interest in reading the toughest chapter. So better start with the toughest chapter that you don't like. When you say you read some X chapter today and tomorrow you will read Y chapter, tomorrow before reading that Y, once revise this X also. If you forget today, then day after tomorrow you revise both X and Y. Like that you carry out your revision side by side with studying new topics. And during studying and also preparation, the best thing you can follow is this 25/5 method. This is very useful even from research point of view also. 25/5 means 25 minutes we will do continuous study and these 5 minutes comprise of break period. If you see phone or you eat or drink of water, whatever you do, you take this 5 minutes time, and in 25 minutes you prepare yourself and restrict yourself to the book only. And for the next one is practice. Make use of the mock tests, objective books I told na. Practice, whatever the subject you gained in the textbooks, you have to keep it into practice using these mock tests, objective books, and also internet like Telegram, Instagram channels, etc. Use the internet in a wise way. That's what I want to tell. And prepare mock tests and summarize what you have learned from other people also, because group discussions plays a key role in the preparation. And track your performance by noting which questions you could answer and also which you could not. This keeps yourself very accountable, because when you if you read some when you read about flame photometer today, and after 1 week you try to memorize the things what I have learned and you try to keep it on paper, then only you can learn how much you could remember and how much you could not. This tracking the progress is very useful. And the last thing I could tell during preparation is don't panic, because no one is perfect in every concept they know. So don't panic. Your fear is your own enemy, as one good quote says. And at the exam, don't hype yourself by seeing the question paper and all. If you don't know all answers in the first sight itself, take it step by step, because on thinking you may get some idea. See, ours is a multiple choice type of question. There will be 4 options definitely. There won't be any question after this much preparation. There won't be any question like you don't know the 4 options itself. You may know 2 options and you will be confused among the other 2. To avoid that confusion, you have to relax and think about the subject only during the examination or during the preparation also. And next, coming to general agriculture. Actually, before it is our ICAR JRF examination is handed over to NTA, the portion of the syllabus will come from 75% is from our major subject group and 25% from general agriculture. but now when it came to NTA, the pattern has completely changed. So general agriculture is must. And for physical sciences and all, almost the general agriculture, this unit 1 is same for all subject groups. We have to thorough with each and every line here given here. Regarding package of practice also, even if you can't read all the crops in the Nymisha, we have all crops mentioned in agronomy and horticulture. Even if you can't cover all the crops, try to cover these crops mentioned in the syllabus, because in 2019 for genetics and plant breeding people, plant sciences, they NTA asked the general agriculture bit only from these crops mentioned here. So try to complete these major crops and then go for other crops if you have time. And regarding biochemical compounds and all, our UG biochemistry material is very useful here. And developmental programs for rural upliftment. You try to procure the source from social sciences people, because they have very brief list of, they would have a very brief list of programs and years, and also we don't have to learn about a complete program in detail. We should learn the year of that program, and also what is the motive of that program. This is more than enough for us. And in this year the mandate of ATMA, Agriculture Technology Management Agency, came for us. So coming to book list for general agriculture, the main book one should follow irrespective of the subject group is General Agriculture by Nymisha. Read each and every line from that, and also try to read it in a wise way, because first try to complete agronomy, soil science, and then followed by statistics. These three portions first try to, irrespective of subject group, first try to complete these three portions, then go for others like entomology, pathology. Horticulture you choose it later, because not much weightage is given for us regarding horticulture bits in general agriculture. And that is in Nymisha, it will be all like a theoretical way, like bullet points. When you want to do objectives in general agriculture, you better go for ICAR for each subject like agronomy and soil science, etc. For each major subject, the general agriculture bits will be covered in ICAR, including fisheries, veterinary science also. And if you complete these two books, then go for Arun Kartyan. Arun Kartyan is really very vast. It contains 2 volumes. So better go for Nymisha if you don't have any time. If you have good time and you are in 3rd year itself and all, then go for Arun Kartyan. It gives you a good subject also regarding other subject groups. And coming to current affairs, general agriculture, what people think of is only Nymisha. If we read Nymisha, it is enough, but it's not like that. Current affairs also play a key role in this. Regarding current affairs, what we have to cover is current general agriculture statistics, like what is the total geographical area. For example, for India, it is 329 million hectares around. And what is the net zone area, irrigated area. When we are reading this net zone area, irrigated area, or any cross zone area, try to remember the percentage in the total geographical area also. How you will remember, don't mug up the things. If suppose, for example, net zone area is 140 million hectares around. So when the bit is asked like how much percent it covers, means we can just simply divide it by total geographical area. So read it in that way. And next one is recently released variety. You can check it in ICAR portal. Recently released varieties will be available in that. Be regular with ICAR portal in your preparation. Some novel technologies and also these released varieties, you will get to know about that. And coming to biofortified varieties next. Biofortified varieties, this is crop enrichment with nutrients. For example, the main varieties, try to cover for main crops like rice. In rice, it is CR 310. It is a protein-rich biofortified variety. And also for horticulture crops also, you try to remember for major crops like tomato, that triple resistant variety is there, Arka Rakshak. It is the first triple resistant biofortified variety in tomato. Triple resistant in the name, how we can remember? Triple resistant means it is resistant to 3 diseases. That is 3 types of diseases. One is bacterial, one is viral, and one is fungal. Try to remember like that, you won't forget. And these bacterial, viral and fungal also, in tomato you will get to know what are the major bacterial disease, fungal disease and viral disease. Try to remember in that way. And next one is agriculture related apps and portals. We all know about Plantix. What it does, it will do disease diagnosis and identification. Like that, some agriculture related apps are there. Some are released by ICAR, some are released by ISRO, like that. One is Make Good. It will come in agrometeorology for us. This is a agrometeorology and advisory app. It is very useful for farmers regarding the climate situation and all. And next one is Kisan Suvidha. Like this, some apps will be there. Try to be acquainted with it. And next one is epithets in agriculture. For example, epithets is the other names of, for example, poor man's apple, king of arid fruits, king of fruits, king of vegetables, queen of fruits, like that. These general agriculture, these bits also are very important. Okay. And how many NRCs are there, and how many project directorates are there in our country. These lists, what I did is I read this daily when I start my preparation, because these are like general agriculture point of view, so we can't neglect it. Even if it didn't come this year, means we should not neglect. Try to read it more number of times. These places are really very confusing. Which national institute is located in which state is also important, not only the place name. And followed by GI tags. Basically, these geographical indication tags, these are important in IPR, that is for plant sciences people, but in current affairs we should also cover this, like first GI tag. In our country, the first GI tag is given for Darjeeling tea. Like that, GI tags are also very important for us. Followed by nutrient deficiencies and toxicities. These nutrient deficiencies, what is fetching for us physical sciences people is, we cover it in soil fertility point of view. When you are reading, don't just blindly read the symptom associated with it. Try to read or try to get to know why that symptom appears. Like the common symptom we observe in nitrogen toxicity is succulency of the plant. You try to know why the succulency appears. Why the succulency appears generally is due to water content. When the water content is increased in the plant, then succulency will occur. What is the correlation between this increased water content and increased N levels in the plant? Try to know about those relations also. Then only you can gain the subject. As I said before, be a good learner first. Then only you can become ranker or anything. So try to learn the things. And followed by the position of India in global scales, like regarding organic farming also, and also number of organic farmers. Try to read the question carefully. In organic farming, the place of India is different, and the number of organic farmers and also area cultivated in organic farming, in every aspect the position is different. Try to remember these positions, they will change year in every census. So try to get the things from latest census if possible. Followed by important years and dates. For example, we cover almost all the soil scientists in our syllabus. But what about other like pathology, genetic scientists, the major like Mendel, father of genetics, like that? You have to cover those also. Why I have mentioned it specially means in UG we will definitely read it in our coursework. But when we start this JRF preparation, our focus will shift only to our subject, and we try to forget the things from other subjects in preparation and exam especially. So try to remember the basics at least from other subjects. And next one is leading producers of different crops. For rice, which state has major production, like that. And next, cabinet ministers and directors of some institutes. See, for example, IARI has some sister institutes like National Institute of Biotic Stress Management, Abiotic Stress Management. Try to remember the directors of that institutes also, names of directors, and also cabinet ministers. Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Ministry of Jal Shakti, like that. And be acquainted with the M.Scs of the crops released in the current year and also previous year. You try to compare the prices, whether they have risen or they have fallen down. And followed by, and regarding general agriculture, what I could say is I said na, in the first unit they will mention the general agriculture almost for every subject group. Don't leave any topic the NTA has given in the syllabus paper. Besides that, you cover all these what I have mentioned before. Don't leave the topics mentioned. And next followed by practicing objectives regarding general agriculture. Even if you read Nymisha many number of times without proper practice into objectives, there is of no use. What you can do best one is try to do some 50 objectives. Today if you do 50 objectives, then increase your pace to 100, 150, 200 like that daily. Then it will be very satisfying to you when you increase the count, and the time will be same, but the pace will be different. Means today if you do 50 bits in half an hour, you try to do 100 bits in half an hour for the next month or coming 2 months. Then it will give you a more confidence. And maintain a notes for general agriculture also and current affairs, and write all the related bits what you get in new. Like we have the Telegram channels are there now. Each channel provides some very different bits. Try to procure them and keep it in a place so that it will be easy for you to remember and also revision. And discussion and preparing with fellow students. This plays a crucial role in general agriculture. For me, it has helped me a lot. What we did in our UG is we formed a group. From each subject group, we have one member from each subject group. And regarding physical science, I was the member. What we used to do daily, we will keep five bits from each subject, and we try to read that 5 bits besides this Nymisha and all. This has fetched us a lot, even if we can't remember all, but it might help us in some way or the other. The learned subject won't go in waste, remember that. And these discussions also have some pros and cons, especially girls. When they start the discussion will go in some other way. Don't do like that. Share the subject in discussion, that's only share the subject. And next, revise the general agriculture daily as I said before, because it is not like a subject you have to mug up the things in general agriculture. So how many times you read, it gives you that much confidence. And final study tips I can give you is plan the study sessions. If you read it continuously if you read a topic continuously for 2-3 hours without break, means you will get vexed up with the topic and you may lose interest because of the regularity in the subject you have. So plan study session accordingly with breaks. As I said before, in study method, 25/5 method. Try to has their own way of study, but try to, if you get bored of any time, then try to try it once. And take a note on your own notes. That means once you are preparing the notes, during first revision, you have to revise definitely number of times. During first revision, what you will do is, you have to pick up some important notes on your own notes. Then what happens is, during final revision, you will focus on only those important points you have picked up in your notes. It will save you a lot of time, but be careful in picking up those important points. Don't neglect the small things like units and also conversion factors. Like for us, the Planck's constant is there. In joule second, the value is different, and F second, the value will be different. So please make a note on that and organize the materials in a wise way. Don't read to just complete a book. Read the book just to complete the topic. Remember that one. And active rehearsal is definitely necessary. No one is there around you. Try to teach yourself the whole concept you have learned. Like I said before, when you read today about one topic, after 1 week you try to remember the things and put it on paper. How much you can remember, then you will have a track on yourself. Then it will give you a very good account on yourself. And the most important one we have to follow. Many students, what we will do regarding preparation, we used to read a lot, neglecting our sleep and food habits. But during the final preparation, they also play a key role. I have seen many of my friends, they used to get ill during the final preparation. Don't neglect your sleep and food habits. How much time you study doesn't matter any time. How much concept you learned in the stipulated time is important. Remember that one. If we will see many of them will used to say, I used to read 20 hours a day like that. Don't consider them. You try to see yourself how much concept I am learning, not how much time I am studying. That's what I want to say. And on your what is your big day is the day of examination. On the day of examination, try to avoid people who discuss at the center examination center, because they will confuse you in a different way. Don't try to discuss the subject in the examination center, and try to arrive the center early, because it is a online examination. Some formalities will be there in the examination, and when you are giving the exam in your third year itself, it will be acquainted to you. But when you are first time giving in the exam in the fourth year, it will be somewhat different for you regarding this online examination and all. So arrive the examination hall some 30 minutes before or within the stipulated time. Don't be hurry while preparing your pins and all. And while attempting the questions, first choose the easiest questions first. Then you will get a confidence. If, for example, 120 bits are there in a JRF examination, in the first attempt, if you have done 80 bits, it will boost your confidence in some other way. And in the next round, when you are coming from again from first bit, then try to do moderate questions, and then followed by hard questions. If you don't know the question about the concept given in the question, better don't touch that, because we also have negative marking in our JRF pattern. So when you don't know the concept, don't try to attempt that, because negative marking also decides the rank. For me, I have kept around 8 to 9 bits as a negative. That is the least count I have heard among our friends. Some have put 11, some 22 and all. Don't try to do that mistakes. And thank you, sir. Thank you for giving me this opportunity for guiding my juniors in this way. And if any questions are there, feel free to ask.
Students, you can ask questions with regard to soil science or general agriculture. Unmute yourself and ask.
Good evening, ma'am. Let us know what are the topics we have to stress in IEEE, ma'am.
Okay. You are preparing for soil science, right? In IEEE, actually, regarding soil science, we will read the DK's number of times. After seeing the size of IEEE, people used to neglect that and don't touch that book, but try to focus on some topics like soil physics, soil survey, on soil, water and air pollution. Fertility also you can go for DKDAS, but in IEEE it is in organized way. Some functions, deficiencies are all interlinked in the IEEE, so you can refer for that. And regarding remote sensing, JS and GPS, IEEE is very good. And in soil physics also you cover mass volume relationship, especially from IEEE. Some extra parameters are there in that besides DKDAS and Biswas and Mukherjee, like airfill porosity, gravimetric water content, like this. So pedology, DKDAS is enough. In IEEE, you try to focus on soil physics, that is mass volume relationship, followed by soil, water and air pollution, and then soil survey. These three you must cover, and if you have enough time, then go for fertilizer. That's in IEEE.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Before asking questions, please introduce yourself, students.
Sir, can I ask any question to students? Can I interact?
Please ask Nymisha. You can.
The soil science students are also there here, no, sir?
థర్డ్ ఇయర్ స్టూడెంట్స్ ఉన్నారు నైమిష ఎక్కువ. ఫోర్త్ ఇయర్ స్టూడెంట్స్ తక్కువ ఉన్నారు దీంట్లో.
Okay, sir. Okay,
They
can
have
anyone
started. Just they have started preparation.
Yes, sir. Regarding nutrients, you might have covered in second year itself, I think. Can anyone say what is the toxicity symptom associated with nitrogen toxicity? In cereals, we used to observe it more because farmers, they used to apply more nitrogen to rice. What will happen to rice?
Students, please answer if you know.
Okay. In NPK ratio, this is also the cause of loss of nutrients and also productivity in our country. NPK ratio, the normal ratio is 4:1, recommended for any cereal crops. But what our farmers are using, the ratio is around 7:2, 2:1, like that. Nitrogen they are applying in more and more number of amounts. In Rave also, you will get to know about this issue. And what if nitrogen is given to plant in excess means? This nitrogen, it is especially useful in protein formation. How these proteins will be formed is from the manufactured carbohydrates itself, so proteins will be formed. Whenever nitrogen is more quantity of protein is formed. As a result, carbohydrate reserve will be decreased in the plant. When there is less carbohydrate means more protoplasm will occupy the plant tissue. More protoplasm means more water will come. So whenever there is more water, more succulency will come, and due to that lodging occurs and all. So try to remember the symptoms in this way so that you can't forget it in examination or any kind of thing. You are in third year itself, so you can read it in a very good way.
Students, ఇంకా questions?
Good evening, ma'am. This is Sandeep from third year Agriculture College, Pali, madam. Madam, what are the main books we should have to look for general agriculture besides Nimraj, ma'am?
Yeah, Nimraj, it is more than enough actually. But if you are asking me, I think Nimraj is not enough for you. After Nimraj, you can go for Arun Kartian. It is even though vast, but you can gain a lot of knowledge from that book because which subject book you are preparing for?
I'm preparing for agronomy, ma'am.
Okay, agronomy. Then after completing this Nimraj, what you try to do is you try to cover the general agriculture, that too agronomy and soil science portion from other general agriculture books. Many are there like Arun Kartian, Muniraj Singh Rathod, many are there. But be thorough with all the subjects in one group and then your subject and your core subject from other books. It will be very fetching to you.
Okay, madam. Thank you.
Any questions? Uday.
Ma'am, this is Akshita, ma'am, from third year. Ma'am, what about agricultural chemicals, ma'am?
Yeah, I told you before. You are in third year, right?
Yes, ma'am.
In third year, don't you have elective course like agrochemicals?
Yes, ma'am, we have.
Yeah.
In this sem, yes, ma'am. Now
Try
it is
to
there.
select that as elective because you need not study it in a separate way in your fourth year for agrochemicals. That UG course material is more than enough. Besides that, you can also cover agrochemicals include what fertilizers we will cover in soil science, and herbicides and pesticides you cover from Nimraj. It is also very good. And in internet, the fungicide mode of actions are very important for agricultural chemicals, and the classification mode of action. These two are more than enough for our examination. Not much will be asked other than this.
Thank you, ma'am.
Students, feel free to ask questions.
ma'am, good evening, ma'am. Myself, K. Uday from Agriculture College, Palam, and I'm final year. I am preparing for subject of plant sciences, ma'am. When we see the previous paper, most of the questions are also coming from the soil science. So, can you recommend one book, ma'am, where we can get all the sources of soil science in brief way?
Yes, I used to have a friend who is also preparing for plant sciences last year. I said in group discussions fetched him a lot in the final examination, because for us soil science is, if any bit comes means it is very basic, but for you it will be difficult somewhat, because you people are acquainted with pathology, breeding and microbiology point of view. In NIMRAS, soil science will be covered in a major way, I think. Around 50 to 100 pages it is given. And when you are reading also, don't try to just remember the things. You try to interlink the concepts in the soil science also. It will be very easy for you then. My friend used to read like that only.
Ma'am, this is Akshita, ma'am. Whether UISSS we should learn or old one, ma'am? Which one is better?
Old one is better. Old one is better.
Okay, ma'am. No need to refer new one, ma'am.
Not much difference will be there, but in new edition, I too haven't seen till now. What my senior said is, the new edition contains some mistakes, and also some concepts are not given in the new edition, like remote sensing and all. Further, we better cover it in old edition itself.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, this is Sandeep, ma'am. After completion of theory, when we go for the bits, which you have mentioned earlier, ma'am, we are getting more addicted to bits only, madam, rather than reading the theory.
Yeah.
What should we do, ma'am?
Okay. Whenever, which subject group you are preparing for?
I'm preparing for agronomy, ma'am.
Agronomy, okay. In agronomy, if you say you have a dryland agriculture part, right? When you are completing the theory of dryland agriculture, then try to do objectives only from the dryland agriculture part. Don't try to touch the objectives regarding crop cultivation or water management or anything. Try to do objectives from the part which you have completed the theory. Then it will fetch you a lot in your practice. So that one you can follow. And also try to avoid the objective books in your preparation, because as you said, we will be more acquainted to do objectives rather than reading the subject. So whenever you completed the subject, then only go for objective book. Do it topic wise, then it will be very easy for you.
From when we go for the objective bits, ma'am?
From which year you are asking?
That means after revision, or after one time revision, or two times revision.
Yeah, when you think you have completed the subject, that means you are thorough with the subject, then only go for objective. Means you take a single topic and complete it in as many books as you can, be it one textbook or two textbooks. And also for every subject group we have treatises, right? For soil science, agronomy and all. So after completing textbook and then treatise and then your notes, then only go for objectives. Be it in this way, textbook followed by treatise, followed by notes, and then your objective book. For each and every topic you follow this way.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Good evening, madam. This is Kiran Reddy, third year, madam. Madam, easy reference కోసం ఒక 3 reference books చెప్పండి మేడం. ఈజీ ప్రిపరేషన్ కోసం సాయిల్ సైన్స్.
థర్డ్ ఇయర్ కాబట్టి ఫస్ట్ ఇంట్రొడక్టరీ సాయిల్ సైన్స్ కంప్లీట్ చేసేయి, డీకే రాస్తారు. దాని తర్వాత సాయిల్ సైన్స్ ట్రీటైజ్. మీకు ఇంకా ఈటెల్ సత్యనారాయణ సార్ అవైలబుల్ గా ఉన్నారు కాబట్టి మీరు ఇంకా యూజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. సార్ ఏంటంటే ఎప్పుడు ఏ టైంలో అడిగినా కానీ టైం చూసుకొని అయినా డౌట్ సాల్వ్ చేస్తారు. సో సార్ని కూడా యూజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు మీరు, ఇంకా ఆపర్చునిటీ ఉంది. ఆ టెక్స్ట్ బుక్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత సార్ ట్రీటైజ్ ఒకసారి చదువు, దాని తర్వాత ఒక ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ బుక్ చేయి. అది కూడా సార్ది ఉంది కదా, గ్లింప్సెస్ ఆఫ్ సాయిల్ సైన్స్. తక్కువ టైం ఉంటే ఈ 3 కవర్ చేసి సరిపోతుంది.
థ్యాంక్ యూ మేడం.
ఇంకా ఎవరైనా ఉన్నారమ్మా క్వశ్చన్స్ అడిగేవాళ్ళు? నిహారిక, పృథ్వీ, ధైర్యంగా అడగండి.
ఓకే, ఇక్కడ సాయిల్ సైన్స్ అందరూ ఉన్నారు కదా సార్ ఇందులో?
ఉన్నారమ్మా, సాయిల్ సైన్స్ వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు. బట్ మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద స్టూడెంట్స్ ఫ్రమ్ థర్డ్ ఇయర్. ఫోర్త్ ఇయర్ లో ఒక 3-4 మెంబర్స్ రాస్తున్నారు. థర్డ్ ఇయర్ లో ఎక్కువ ఉన్నారు, 12 మెంబర్స్ వరకు.
మందికి IRI కావాలని ఏముంది? ఒక్కసారి హ్యాండ్స్ రైజ్ చేయండి.
అక్షిత, ఉదయ్. నెక్స్ట్ ఎవరికి వద్దా IRI?
ఎయిమ్ ఒక్కటే కదా, మీకు రావాలి అని అనట్లేదు. ముందు ఎయిమ్ పెట్టుకుంటే IRI తర్వాత ఏదో ఒకటి వస్తుంది కదా.
ఆల్వేస్ సెట్ ఏ బిగ్ గోల్.
యా.
మ్యామ్ ఇంటర్మీడియట్ NCERT పక్కా చదవాలి మ్యామ్.
అది చెప్పారు కదా, ప్రిఫరెన్సెస్. అది బేసిక్ కెమిస్ట్రీ నీ సాయిల్ సైన్స్ కంప్లీట్ అయింది అనుకున్నప్పుడే వెళ్ళు. ఎందుకంటే అందులో నుంచి బిట్స్ వస్తాయి అన్న గ్యారంటీ లేదు. టైం వేస్ట్. ముందే స్టార్ట్ చేస్తే మాత్రం టైం వేస్ట్ పక్కా. అది మాత్రం. సో ఫస్ట్ బేసిక్స్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు JRF కి మన రిఫరెన్స్ బుక్స్ లోనే అదే బేసిక్ మనం చదివేది. ఇంకా బేసిక్ కెమిస్ట్రీ ఎందుకు అంటామంటే యూనిట్ 2 ఉంది కదా, పీరియాడిక్ క్లాసిఫికేషన్, సాల్యుబిలిటీ ప్రొడక్ట్, అవన్నీ మనకి రిఫరెన్స్ బుక్ లో ఉండవు. ఆల్రెడీ మనకు తెలిసే ఉంటాయి. అందరూ ఇంటర్మీడియట్ కదా దాదాపుగా. కానీ ఒకసారి చూస్తే ఏంటంటే ఒక బిట్ కూడా మిస్ అవ్వదు అని, అంతే. అంతకంటే ఏం లేదు. ఇంకా మిల్లీ ఈక్వలెంట్ కాన్సెప్ట్, నార్మాలిటీ, మొలారిటీ మనకు తెలిసినవే కానీ మిస్టేక్ చేసే అవకాశాలు ఉంటాయి. అందుకే ఒకసారి చూడమంటారు. అది
ఓకే.
ఉదయ్, అక్షిత థర్డ్ ఇయర్ ఇప్పుడు రాస్తున్నారా? JRF రాస్తారా ఇప్పుడు?
ఎస్ మ్యామ్.
ఇప్పుడు ఈ ఇయర్ రాస్తారా?
రాస్తాను మ్యామ్.
ఎందుకని రాద్దాం అనుకుంటున్నారు?
మ్యామ్ కాంపిటీషన్ తెలుస్తుంది, ఇంకా ప్యాటర్న్ తెలుస్తుంది. మా నాలెడ్జ్ కూడా ఎక్కడ వరకు ఉందో తెలుస్తుంది. ఇంతవరకు చదివి
దీనికి థర్డ్ ఇయర్ లో అటెంప్ట్ చేసినందుకు ప్రోస్ ఉంటాయి, కాన్స్ ఉంటాయి. అది ఒక్కటి దృష్టిలో పెట్టుకోవాలి. ఎందుకంటే ఇప్పుడు థర్డ్ ఇయర్ లో ప్రిపరేషన్ ఫుల్ గా అవ్వదు మీది. థర్డ్ ఇయర్ లో అటెంప్ట్ చేస్తే ఏంటి, ఒకవేళ బెటర్ ర్యాంక్ వస్తే ఓకే, అప్పుడే ఏ ఇంప్రెషన్ లోకి వెళ్ళిపోతారంటే కొంచెం ప్రిపేర్ అయినా సరే బెటర్ ర్యాంక్ వచ్చింది సో ఈజీ, సో నెగ్లెక్ట్ చేసేస్తారు ఇంకా కొంతమంది, అంటే అందరినీ కాదు. అదే తక్కువ ర్యాంక్ వచ్చిందంటే అరే ఏంటి ఇంత ప్రిపేర్ అయినా తక్కువ ర్యాంకే వచ్చింది, ఇంకా లాభం లేదా, వద్దా, క్విట్ అయిపోదాం అనుకుంటారు. న్యూట్రల్ గా ఉండేట్లయితేనే థర్డ్ ఇయర్ లో అటెంప్ట్ ఇవ్వండి, లేకపోతే వద్దు. చాలా నెగిటివ్ ఫీడ్బ్యాక్ వస్తుంది థర్డ్ ఇయర్ లో ఇస్తే. అండ్ ప్యాటర్న్ కోసం అన్నావు కదా, ప్యాటర్న్ కోసం అంటే ఆల్రెడీ ఈ ఇయర్ అయిపోంలోనే క్వశ్చన్ పేపర్ 1 way or the other నీకు వచ్చేసింది ఎలా. అండ్ ఆన్లైన్ ఎగ్జామ్ కి అక్వైంట్ అవ్వడానికి అనుకుంటే మెజారిటీ మీరందరూ M.Sc నీట్ నుంచే వచ్చారు. సో ఆన్లైన్ ఎగ్జామ్ కి కూడా దాదాపుగా అలవాటు అయ్యే ఉంటారు. ఆ ఆన్లైన్ ఎగ్జామ్ కి అలవాటు అవ్వడానికి కాకపోతే ఇంకే రీజన్ కి బెటర్ థర్డ్ ఇయర్ లో రాయకపోవడం బెటర్. ఎందుకని చెప్పా కదా, మంచి ర్యాంక్ వస్తే ఒకలాగా, వేరే ర్యాంక్ వస్తే ఒకలాగా ఉంటారు. న్యూట్రల్ గా ఉండేటైతే అటెంప్ట్ ఇవ్వండి.
ఓకే మ్యామ్.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Myself Aprupa, ma'am. Ma'am, from how many topics the problems will be coming, ma'am? which topics?
In physical sciences, mm, molarity, normality, that milli-equivalent concept, one problem will be there. And followed by problematic soils, gypsum requirement and lime requirement. Problem may come. And followed by CEC and AEC, base saturation. Those calculations are very minor, but you have to be thorough with each and every cation. Don't neglect that. And followed by radioactivity. Suppose half-life of element is this much. After these many years, what is the concentration of or quantity of element remaining in this? Like that, from radioactivity also you may get some bit. And problems, some lime requirement, gypsum requirement. Yeah. Those are enough.
N.
Yes, from soil biology also you may get problems on CN ratio and all. In glimpses of soil science, sir has given one sum in soil biology part also. What is if the CN ratio of a material added is this much and the CN ratio of a microbe attacking on that material is this much, how much N is mineralized or immobilized. Like that also problems may come.
Okay, ma'am.
Students, ఇంకా any questions?
గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ మేడం.
గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్.
ఒక 10 క్వశ్చన్స్ అసలు ఆన్సర్ ఏం తెలియదు మేడం.
అంటే ఆన్సర్ తెలియదు ఒకటి, ఆన్సర్ కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఉన్నది ఒకటి. 10 క్వశ్చన్స్ నీకు అసలు కాన్సెప్ట్, ఆ క్వశ్చన్ కి సంబంధించిన కాన్సెప్టే తెలియదు అనుకో. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ నువ్వు సాయిల్ సైన్స్ ప్రిపేర్ అవుతున్నావు, ఎంటమాలజీ రేట్ వచ్చింది, నీకు అస్సలు ఐడియా లేదు దాంట్లో, దాని జోలికి అసలు వెళ్ళొద్దు. ఎందుకు అది అటెంప్ట్ చేసి -1 అవుతుంది. ఇక్కడ నువ్వు గెయిన్ చేసుకున్న దాంట్లోనే పోతున్నాయి కదా, ఇంకెందుకు. అదే నీకు ఏదైనా ఒక 2-3 ఆప్షన్స్ తెలిసి ఆ 4th ఆప్షన్ దగ్గర డైలమా ఉంటే 1-2 సార్లు ఆలోచించు. షూర్ పర్లేదు, ఈ రిస్క్ తీసుకునేది కూడా కొంచెం కంపెన్సేట్ అయ్యేలా తీసుకోవాలి. నువ్వు ఒకటి పర్లేదు అనుకున్నప్పుడు నీకు ఇక్కడ గెయిన్ ఎక్కువ ఉండేలా చూసుకో లాస్ కంటే. పక్కన వాళ్ళు కూడా పెడితే ఏమైంది నా ర్యాంక్, అదొక్కటి గుర్తుపెట్టుకొని పెట్టు. రిస్క్ తీసుకోవాలి డెఫినెట్ గా. 10 తెలియనప్పుడు 10 వదిలేసి రాకూడదు, కానీ ఆ సిచ్యువేషన్ రాకుండా చూసుకోవాలి.
ఒక 10 మేడం, ఒకవేళ 10లా ఒకవేళ 4 కరెక్ట్, ఒకవేళ 10 అటెంప్ట్ చేసి ఒకవేళ 4 కరెక్ట్ అనే అని బెటర్ ఉంటుంది.
అదే అంటుంది, కంపెన్సేట్ అయ్యే రిస్క్ తీసుకున్నా. ఇప్పుడు 10 అటెంప్ట్ చేసావు, అందులో నీకు 4 షూర్ గా వస్తాయని తెలుస్తుంది. సో 4 16 ఇక్కడ గెయిన్ అయినాయి నీకు. నెక్స్ట్ 6 లాస్ అనుకో, ఆ 6కి సంబంధించిన 24 మార్క్స్ మైనస్ నెగిటివ్ -6 అంటే 30 మార్క్స్ లాస్ అవుతున్నాయి నీకు అక్కడ. అర్థమైందా? పోతే 4 మార్క్స్ కాకుండా ఎక్స్ట్రా 1 మార్క్ అంటే ఒక్కొక్క బిట్ కి 5 మార్క్స్ పోతున్నాయి. అట్లా కంపెన్సేషన్ చూసుకొని పెట్టు.
వాళ్ళు పెట్టకుండా మొత్తం పోతాయి.
పెట్టకపోతే 4 మార్క్సే పోయింది. నువ్వు పెట్టి రాంగ్ అయితే 5 మార్క్స్ పోతాయి ఒక్కో బిట్ కి. అందుకే కదా నెగిటివ్ మార్కింగ్ ఇంత భయపడుతున్నారు. ఇప్పుడు 22 బిట్స్ పోయినాయి అనుకో, 22 4s 5 ప్లస్ మళ్ళా 22 మార్క్స్, 22 నెగిటివ్స్. ఇవి 4 ఎక్కడికి పడిపోయిందో చూడు, ఆలోచించు నువ్వే.
Any questions? Now I request Uday, please propose vote of thanks.
Hello?
Uday, please propose vote of thanks.
First of all, we'd like to congratulate. Maybe late, but it is the first time where we have met you. On behalf behalf of all the students of Agriculture College Palem, I would like to thank Nymisha Alapati ma'am for strengthening all our hopes or whatever it may be, like desires of especially the final years who are present in this session. And ma'am, we also especially thank you ma'am for giving us clarity in the main core concept in the selection of subject, which plays a key role. And also ma'am, we thank you for giving us clarity in choosing the syllabus especially, and also suggesting us important references where we have to which we have to read, and also how to prepare with the good strategies and tricks where we have to remember the points, and also where we have to concentrate mainly, like as you gave the examples like criteria of essentiality, where we will be reading the scientific and leaving the year and also the other things related to that. So, and also ma'am, we thank for where we will be losing marks generally. It is very easy to get marks in that particular concept, but we will be losing marks. Like for example, like in case of ICAR website, in the last year, in not only in soil science but in sciences, they were asking like ICAR awards also, ma'am. This can be where we can learn only by checking the ICAR website, and also like apps, and also like schemes. And thank you ma'am for remembering us, especially like our final years, for remembering all these important areas where we can get marks. And also ma'am, we also thank for giving us clarity in reading the general agriculture topics, and also which is a rank deciding factor, ma'am. Also we thank for study tips which are very useful for us, especially final years in this peak period of our examination. Thank you ma'am for all this wonderful session with good presentation, and which is very useful for us. And I also especially thank our Associate Dean ma'am and Dr. Satyanarayana sir and all the JRF cell professors of Agriculture College Palem for conducting this great and excellent orientation, which is very useful for all our final years, and also especially the upcoming aspirants. Thank you everyone.
Nymisha, థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ నీకు చాలా థ్యాంక్స్ అమ్మా, ఎందుకంటే కాల్ చేయగానే నేను రెడీ ఉన్నాను సార్. ఆ రోజు నేను సాటర్డే కాల్ చేశాను నీకు, సండే ఒకరోజే నీకు గ్యాప్ ఉంది, మళ్ళీ నీకు కంటిన్యూగా క్లాసెస్ ఉన్నాయి. IARIలో ఉన్నావు నువ్వు, మార్నింగ్ నుంచి నీకు ఈవినింగ్ 5:30 వరకు క్లాసెస్ ఉన్నాయి. అయినా ఇంత బిజీ షెడ్యూల్లో మా పిల్లల కోసం నువ్వు ఓరియంటేషన్ తీసుకుంటానని ఒప్పుకున్నావు. ఐఎమ్ వెరీ మచ్ థ్యాంక్ఫుల్ టు యూ. డెఫినెట్లీ నీకు జూనియర్గా ఒక 2-3 స్టూడెంట్స్ అన్న ఈ ఇయర్ మా పాలెం నుంచి వస్తారని నేను ఆశిస్తున్నాను.
And we are also hoping that sir, next time many Telugu students have to enter IARI, because in IARI the scenario is completely different. Many West Bengal people used to be there, but not many Telugu people. That scenario has to be reversed next year.
With your presentation, I can tell you one thing. Whatever the concept you discussed about carbohydrates and protoplasm, you will be a good teacher in soil science. Definitely, you have many concepts because I have seen many teachers in soil science. టీచర్స్ కంటే కూడా ఎక్కువ నాలెడ్జ్ ఉంది అనిపించింది నీ ప్రెజెంటేషన్ ద్వారా నాకు.